It all makes perfect sense now, doesn't it? If you recall a couple of weeks ago, there was Meghan once again popping up in a community kitchen. Something a little bit alien, one would suspect, to her, of course. But in Meghan's world, everybody eventually gets exploited. You remember the scene, she was there to help Afghan women cook some special dishes, and they all thought clearly that this was all about them. Of course, very quickly we found out that, as ever, it was all about Meghan. Let me explain. Morning, lovely to see you today as ever, and thank you so much for joining me. We've got a special viewer. Well, I hope we have anyway, yes. Miss Emma Brown. Look at that gorgeous picture. Yeah, I mean, I wish we could get a front picture actually, but yes, obviously Emma's got great taste. Sent in by Granny Gnome, I think is the right pronunciation, and apparently she watches every single day. Well, all self-respecting pets do. I hope you've got yours tamed. Yes, even the goldfish. I know. Can you imagine? Just sitting there looking through the bowl thinking, what's this crackpot watching? You know what I mean? Worrying. I love animals though, don't you? Because you often think when they're looking at the TV, what are they seeing and do they understand any of it? Or are they just seeing pictures and blurriness? You know, it fascinates me what animals and babies really actually think. But Miss Emma Brown, as ever, thank you so much for your company today. Truly is nice to see you. Yeah, well, we'll wave a paw, shall we? We'll pretend it's a paw. There's a paw wave for you. Yes. Back as ever to your roll story of the day. As I said, fascinating this in the intro because Meghan only looks after Meghan. As we now everybody knows, she's launched her lifestyle brand. Bit of a problem though for Meghan, and it doesn't take long, does it, for problems to emerge. What I find fascinating, I have to be honest with you, is she has all the time in the world to be original. You know, there's so much time that she has to concoct her own things, but seemingly only just wants to paraphrase what everybody's done before. Clearly the successful things. But you know, when you're paraphrasing it to such a point where you're literally copying dot for dot, then there are problems. As many people have noted, you know, even the comparison to the Gwyneth Paltrow Goop site, which has become very successful, even though it's a little bit nutty, some people think, with the certain elements that they sell. All of these lifestyle brands are now very big business. It's micro celebrities telling you how to live your life and how you too can have the benefits of their wisdom, if not their money, but their lifestyle, all while being filmed in deluxe kitchens, rooms, spacious houses, swimming pools. You know, it's sort of lifestyle unattainability is what I would call it, you know. You and I sitting there thinking, my kitchen doesn't look like that. Oh dear, she's got those pans. We can see exactly what Meghan's trying to do. Let me tell you though that, and this is an exclusive for you as ever, that this basically is going to have a few problems. Interviewed Gwyneth Paltrow on a number of occasions. Fascinating stuff when you think about it because she's a very astute business person. What I do find fascinating is this, that her lawyers are watching. Now if I were Meghan, I'd be very careful. Let's not forget that Gwyneth's lawyers very much dismantled the ski accident victim. Do you remember that? Whether you agree or disagree, either way she came out a winner. And apparently, you know, nobody's going to be muscling in on Gwyneth's lifestyle brand, and that will be all down to utensils, recipes, the way it's filmed, any sort of paraphrasing of any level. So if I were Meghan, I might enjoy the moment of being the latest wannabe Martha Stewart. But the other side of the coin is it might not last that long. Now, given the thing that everybody's crowing about, saying this is going to be great for her, more importantly, I would suggest the worrying thing is the prices. People will only watch, but they might not buy. And that truly is where Gwyneth wins out. As I say, her lawyers are watching. Be careful, Meghan. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.